So what is the meaning of the term stream? Basically, it is nothing but a river which is flowing. Generally water flows from like from a high level to low level. So streams are nothing but flowing water currents. Okay, like this, something like this. Okay, like you can imagine it like to be a waterfall. Okay. Now we generally denote the speed of the stream, okay, by r or some letter, okay, and give it and denote it by some unit. So here the speed I have taken is r kilometers per hour. Okay, so the stream is flowing at the rate of r kilometers per hour. Now suppose at the end, okay, at the bottom end of this stream there is a ship, and without the stream in still water, okay, the ship can move at 8 kilometers per hour. Okay, now let's avoid the confusion between relative speed. First of all, this is not the concept of relative speed. Why? Because यहाँ पे the water surface of the stream and the boat, they are in contact. Relative speed में two objects are moving with respect to each other, but here the ship is moving on water. Okay, so that is the difference here. Now let's understand. अगर हम लोग एक घंटे का टाइम कंसिडर करें, if you consider the time interval of 1 hour, in 1 hour the ship should ideally travel how much? 8 kilometers. Okay, but now since the stream is flowing down, okay, at the rate of r kilometers per hour, the stream will basically pull it down by r kilometers, right? So 1 घंटे में the ship is moving 8 kilometers up but also going r kilometers down. So effectively the speed of the boat will become a minus r kilometers per hour, because 1 घंटे में it is traveling a minus r. Okay, since the boat is traveling up the stream, we call this as the upstream speed of the boat. Okay, likewise, suppose if the boat is basically traveling down, now the stream will help the boat, right? So boat basically a units नीचे जाएगी. Okay, the boat is traveling a units down. The stream will also push it further by r kilometers, right? So effectively the boat is traveling a plus r kilometers in 1 hour. That means this is the downstream speed of the boat, and that is a plus r kilometers per hour. Okay, now if you take a distance d, in this case you can always calculate the time for the upstream movement and the time for the downstream movement. Okay, the time is nothing but distance divided by the speed. So for the upstream movement, for the upstream motion, the time is distance upon speed a minus r, and for the downstream motion, again the time is distance d divided by a plus r. Okay, now you can just add these two equations and subtract, which we wrote. Upstream speed is u equals to a minus r, and downstream speed is d equals to a plus r. You can add and subtract. When you add and subtract, you get the relation for a and r, the speed of the boat in still water a, and r the speed of the stream. Okay, you may remember them as such, or you can just always apply the apply the logic and calculate, okay, the values of a and r. No need to like remember so many formulae as such, but just remember the logic. Okay, so let's look at a few questions based on this. A boat moves downstream and upstream at 20 kilometers per hour and 10 kilometers per hour respectively. Find the speed of the boat in still water and speed of the stream. I want you guys to try this one out. You can pause the video. They say that the downstream speed is 20 kilometers per hour. If I assume the speed of the boat in still water as a kilometers per hour and the speed of the stream as r kilometers per hour, I can say that a plus r equals to 20 ho jayega, speed of the boat downstream, and a minus r equals to 10 ho jayega, speed of the boat upstream, right? Now when you add these two equations, okay, you will get 2a equals to 30, or you will get a is equal to 15. You can substitute the value of a in any of these two equations. You will end up with r is equal to 5. Okay, now the way I solve this question is, देखो मुझे पता है दो numbers का sum होना चाहिए 20. It's the downstream speed, it's a plus r, and उन्हीं दो numbers का difference होना चाहिए 10. Very clearly they are 15 plus 5 and 15 minus 5. मिल गया speed of boat in still water and the speed of stream. A boat moves downstream and upstream at 20 kilometers per hour and 10 kilometers per hour respectively. If the time taken to cover the upstream journey is 6 hours, then find the time taken to complete the downstream journey. Okay, so they have given that the downstream speed of the boat is a plus r, which is 20. Okay, and the upstream speed is given to us as 10 kilometers per hour. Now the time taken to cover the upstream journey is 6 hours. So if the time taken to complete journey is 6 hours, upstream the speed is 10 kilometers per hour. What is the upstream distance? The distance is speed into the time. So the distance you will get is 10 multiplied by 6, which is 60 kilometers. Okay, then find the time taken to complete the journey downstream. When you're going downstream, your speed is 20 kilometers per hour. So time you will take is distance divided by the speed equals to 3 hours. Okay, we know that the ratio of the speeds downstream to upstream is a plus r is to a minus r. Okay, which in this case will be 20 is to 10, right? So the ratio is basically 2:1. Now for the upstream journey, okay, the speeds ka ratio 2:1 hai. Okay, and the distance traveled is same. Okay, find the time taken to complete the downstream journey, means distance is same. Distance is same, so time ka ratio kya ho jayega? We saw the time ka ratio is 1/2 is to 1/1. This basically is 1:2. Isme 2 is
Time for the upstream journey.
3, which is 6, right? If 2 corresponds to 6, then 1 corresponds to 3 units. So 3 hours is the time taken for the downstream journey. It's as simple as that.